So here's the downside of hunting deer in North Carolina. Most of the deer are pretty small. Not complaining, because the upside about hunting deer in North Carolina is they're pretty small. And having a fairly good level of fitness and strength, instead of dragging this guy, you know, through all this mud, slick terrain. Sorry for giving you that angle, but it's the best way I can carry it. I don't want all the blood getting on me. But hunt North Carolina, where it's easy to carry the deer.
This isn't so much a video on survival, it's a video on hunting tips. And hunting is part of survival, so they do go somewhat hand in hand. So enjoy. Hey world, Will White here with the Piked Antler Project. Out here, central North Carolina, doing some deer hunting. So far so good. I've seen 6 or 7, took one down yesterday morning, but here nor there, I had a lot of time in the tree stand and just started thinking about everything I'd like to learn, everything I don't know. And then I thought about everything I do know and little tips and tricks either I developed or I heard along the way. And I figured it's worth sharing with you. So if you're getting into step one, gloves. So trick on that, you can put hand warmers in your gloves, but they don't stay. Toe warmers do. So you just get your toe warmers out. Go ahead, take the paper off to expose the sticky part. And you simply put that right in there. So that way, when I close it, my fingertips are on that heated pad. There's a world of difference. Now, are the thumbs completely useless? No. This is something I picked up from the hunting public. I couldn't find any milkweed, but I just shoved a little cotton ball in here. It's been there all week. So I catch a nice little breeze just to make sure where the wind's going. It's not completely flat here. So with mountains, you have leeward and windward sides and swirls and thermals, which is change in temperature, and things do weird things. The air moves oddly. So up in a tree, I can just grab a little piece of cotton and I just drop it and it'll, and then sometimes it'll come straight up with thermals, or it'll circle back around me, which I need to know because I'm facing my gun. I put tape on it. Now, I'm sure someone's going to be like, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that. Well, I did, and here's why. One, the orange tape acts as an extra marker. Two, if I get stuck out there and need some duct tape, which if you've been in survival at all or know anything about, you know, camping or survival, duct tape comes in pretty handy. So I can use the duct tape. It's an extra marker, like, hey, I'm human. And also, I can seal the top. The reason for that is, if I'm walking through the woods, it's raining, it's snowing. I don't want anything getting into the barrel. So it prevents. So when I'm climbing my tree stand, what I'll sometimes do is leave my gun in my little backpack on the ground. And what makes most sense is to pull the gun up like this, or is it like this? So upsides. If you're, you know, tying off here and pulling your gun up to you, and something goes wrong, and somehow that the gun falls, I mean, that muzzle's pointed straight up at you. That's not ideal. But if you do it like this and it falls, you're gonna get a muzzle full of mud, which is pretty bad news because you got to spend a lot of time. You pretty much got to get out of your tree, which takes a while. Go back, find some way to clean it. If you didn't bring a cleaning kit, I mean, it's gonna take a while. But with this, if it falls in the mud, I can actually not do anything. I can pick it up and fire it. So that's another good reason to use that. So hand warmers need oxygen to activate. So sometimes what I used to do is put, you know, hot hands, just stuff them down my shirt, but then without air over time, it stops working. So you got to fish it out, you got to untuck your shirt, now you get that cold air coming in, you got to find it, where is it? Oh, I fell on the ground, no. Now my scent's on the ground, I don't want that. Just tie it on a piece of string, bada bing, bada boom. So when it stops producing heat, you just pull it out, give it a few minutes. Once it gets warm again, you just drop it back in. Now I know some of you are thinking, with the cotton ball, aren't you leaving your scent with the cotton ball? Because I started thinking about that myself, and I don't think it really affects it that much. Maybe the buck I got didn't care. Maybe he was in rut so strong he didn't care. But all the spoor I left, all the cotton balls, the buck pretty much walked right up to it, walked right by it. Didn't seem to affect the hunt.
So you decide for yourself, try it out if you want, or don't. I don't care. Just stay alive as long as you can. Bye.